Welcome to our first semifinals episode of Indie Mayhem, the game show where all of the contestants and the hosts are all indie creators. I'm Lahr, one of your hosts.
I'm RJ Burchett, your other host.
And I am so excited to have a show full of previous winners who really know how to play the game.
Not a single loser in the bunch, at least not yet.
It should really take things to the next level.
It should.
Now let's meet our victorious returning contestants from the first round. Please introduce yourselves, maybe mention where you are, tell us what you create, and let's start with Madilynn.
Hey guys, I'm Madilynn Dale. You'll see me in the post show as well. I'm a fantasy fiction romance author, and I am here to kick some butt tonight.
Excellent. And Michael?
I am Michael K. Falciani, epic fantasy author. There's a great chance you will not see me in the post, though, because I am an idiot at these things. I don't know how I won the first round. It was dumb luck.
Everybody thought so.
I agree.
That was the crowd consensus. All right, Bob?
Yeah, I'm Bob McGough. I write a urban fantasy series about a redneck wizard with a crippling meth addiction. And shockingly, I'm from Alabama. So.
Yeah.
I got to read that.
Yeah.
I got to read it. Thank you very much. Thank you all for being here. But before we start our first segment, we're going to hear from our first sponsor.
If you are enjoying Indie Mayhem, which we assume you are since you made it to the final commercial break, check out some of the other shows on the GoIndieNow network, such as 3-Act Structure, This Week in Indies. They may not be as funny as Indie Mayhem, but they do provide a lot more useful information for and about indie writers, musicians, and filmmakers. The GoIndieNow network, better than every other network. We promise.
And we're back.
All right. One last thing before we get going. As you contestants know, RJ and I will be taking turns asking questions, and then we will call on you to answer. Once you do, we will decide if any points are awarded. It's very arbitrary and heavily weighted towards funny answers, not weird, funny. With that in mind, let's get started with our first segment of questions.
For those of you who write smut, how do you explain that to elderly relatives?
Michael.
Well, I try not to explain it to them. However, if I have to, I often say I try to do it as nicely and as kindly as possible and with class and dignity.
Okay, that wasn't funny at all.
Yeah.
Madilynn.
Oh,
You don't. You just give them the book and tell them go for it.
I like
Excellent.
that. Have any of them died reading it?
Not that I know of.
And Bob, did you want?
Oh, you definitely have to do a reading on the spot with lots of hand motions.
Oh.
So I would vote for points for everybody but Michael.
Okay.
All right.
it's a rough
RJ and
start.
it is. All right. I have a question.
Yes.
RJ and I are working on a Broadway musical about cancel culture and the Me Too movement. What should the big musical number be? And this is a question for everybody. You all have to answer.
Yeah.
But please take your time.
Oh, we need to do this.
Madilynn?
Sure.
Sex on Wheels.
Sex on Wheels. Good.
You can tell she's a smut writer. Bob or Michael? Michael, I'm sorry, I didn't know.
How about bangers and mash?
I like it. Bangers.
So
and
cosmopolitan.
mash. Yeah. And Bob?
Bob?
I think it just has to drop to a black screen with just "We've been canceled." Sorry.
No point for that.
Yeah. So for the first two. All right.
I was really expecting something like squirrels and, something weird. But thanks for playing.
All right. This question for each of you. When you steal ideas, do you try to hide it or lean into it? Madilynn?
You lean into it.
Excellent. Michael?
Not only do I lean into it, I brag about it and tell them, you fools don't even know what just happened.
Good. And Bob?
I mean, clearly I was the ghostwriter on that book anyway, so it's not stealing if I wrote it myself.
Fair enough.
Oh,
Fair
nice.
enough. A lot of people suspected you were there. So a point for each of them.
What is the best thing about writer's block in 4 words or less?
Michael?
Free exercise time.
Hey.
Hilarious.
Oh yeah, I forgot. It's got to be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Madeline?
It really, really sucks.
That's the best thing about it. Okay, so this question's being edited out, but Bob, go ahead.
Okay, good, because I was just going to say using tears for lube.
Oh God!
Oh.
Maybe we
It might be
It
in
make
now.
the cut
Yeah,
It might
that-
make the cut.
Bob might have
But,
saved it all, but 1 point for Bob.
Yes.
Damn, Bob.
Embarrassment for everybody else.
Dang.
Again, a question for each. Which substances, licit or illicit, do you use to spark your creativity, i.e., caffeine, alcohol, meth, etc.?
Michael.
How do I say this correctly? Women.
Ah,
Is that a licit or illicit substance?
We're gonna go with illicitly illicit.
Depends on the lady.
That's right.
Was that for everybody or just
that
for
was for
Michael?
everybody. So, Bob,
Anybody?
I definitely run on Spam and bottom shelf whiskey.
good. I like that. And Maddie,
Tacos and coffee.
tacos and coffee.
Got to mix them together and get the best out of it.
To coffee.
Yeah.
RJ and I are also writing a series of humorous vampire romance novels with plenty of jokes and graphic sex. What should the series be called?
Madeline,
Sparkle sticks.
Dang. That's pretty good.
yeah.
Gentlemen, any of you
Got that
have anything
better?
worthwhile? Michael.
How about tongue and fang?
Mhm.
That sounds like a great bar, too.
Yeah. You give me a
Bob?
point for that.
Twilight of the MILFs.
All right. Michael and Madilynn.
Poor Bob.
Right.
I mean, vampires are supposed to sparkle, right, guys?
Yeah.
what?
I like the stick bar. I didn't care about the sparkle. The stick was what I liked.
All right.
That's what she said.
Harlan Ellison said, I want to dig up the fire and I want to put it on paper. The closer I get to the burning core of my being, the things which are most painful to me, the better is my work. What is the burning core of your being? And where have you put it on paper? In like half a sentence.
Bob.
It's really more into a cup instead of onto the page, but it does burn.
It does, you should get that looked at
Yes.
right away.
Yes.
You guys still have doctors in the cell.
All right.
All right. I am writing a children's book designed to teach children to hate the bunnies that attack my garden. One chapter is about how the devil created rabbits because he doesn't want us to eat healthy food, but he made them cute to trick us. What other chapters should I include?
Bob?
Just make it a cookbook. Lots of recipes.
That is a good idea.
Yeah.
All right, point for that.
Michael?
How about rows of hose?
Doesn't answer the question, so I'm not going to give that a point. But Madilynn, do you have anything?
Death by murder floof.
Nope. So just yeah. Come on, guys. Come on.
We're trying. I mean,
All right.
I appreciate that. I shouldn't expect so much.
we're laughing. That counts, right?
Yes.
That does count.
RJ and I are creating the Indie Mayhem Cinematic Universe, the IMCU, to compete with Marvel and DC and need help coming up with original superheroes. Please share with us your idea for a superhero and their sidekick.
Ooh, Madeline?
Madilynn.
The brown recluse and the worm.
Ooh. I like
All right.
it. It's kind of creepy crawly.
Yeah,
Good. Michael?
I could write that.
I was gonna say the religion master and his monk.
Yeah.
Because it's not really a superpower.
Yeah, is he going to molest people? What is it? What does he do?
It's open to interpretation. Whatever
He might be
you
a
want to
great
use it
supervillain.
for.
Yeah, I'm thinking
might
more
be a great
supervillain,
villain.
but
And Bob?
I guess I'm going to go with a villain and I guess writer's block. The villain.
That's pretty good.
kind of meta.
We may actually have to do
Kind of
that.
meta. Yeah.
Create this. No, those were such good ideas. Yeah, point for everybody from me.
Yay!
Great.
I think I have 1 point now.
RJ and I are writing a book on hosting game shows. In it, we explain that it is the contestants' fault if any episodes are bad. We need a catchy name for this theory, something good like Murphy's Law, but related to our real-life experiences with Indie Mayhem. Based on your experience today, so far, name our law. Michael.
The Michael K. Falciani law of failing.
That's pretty good. Who was next?
I think Madilynn is
Okay.
jumping in there.
The Ron and Robin fail chronicles.
Nope. Bob.
Bob's Law of Southern Weirdness.
Oh, I like that too. All right, everybody but Maddie on that.
All right.
All right.
Poor man.
Right. And that hurts because I was rooting for her. Yeah. Having to
But
rethink
if
some
I-
things.
I knew there was bias on this show.
Well, I didn't say I was going to rig the show. I just said I was rooting for her.
Well, we're cruel, but we're not. We wouldn't be. What's the other word? I don't know.
They
You
can't
need to
be
read his
biased
mind.
because I pick at them the most.
RJ and I are writing a screenplay for a romantic comedy film about the wild sex life of an up-and-coming indie writer. What do you think we should use as a title?
Madilynn?
Indie goes wild.
Well, that isn't bad.
Yeah.
That isn't bad.
The Penis, my dear.
That is great.
That's good. That's
Saturday
good.
Night Live probably
That's got
sue
legs.
us, but Michael.
I was just going to say the wild adventures of Michael K. Falciani.
I'll give everybody a point for that one because I would watch all those movies.
All right.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, I'll watch anything.
Yeah.
It's time to hear from our second sponsor.
Hello, I'm Ron Lahr, and I'm here to speak to you about Spectrum Audiobooks. They published my audiobook, Children of Cathaldi, and I love working with them. Children of Cathaldi is an epic fantasy story told by Dirk, a sarcastic thief who reluctantly helps try to save the world. It's narrated by the amazing Alan Adelberg, who captured Dirk perfectly. You can listen to Children of Cathaldi on your TV if you have Roku, like I do. Just add the Spectrum Audiobook app and you'll soon have access to all the Spectrum audiobooks. I hope, after you've added the Spectrum Audiobooks app, that you'll listen to Alan bring Children of Cathaldi to life. He does a great job, and the book I wrote is pretty good too. Spectrum Audiobooks. What are you waiting for?
And we're back. Before we start our second segment, we'd like to learn a little bit more about our contestants. So I'm going to tell you about them.
Oh God.
While I do,
Oh.
please like this episode and subscribe to the GoIndieNow channel. Hey, there we
Oh,
go.
look at that.
All right. So we'll start at the top here. Madilynn Dale, our first winner, the model for all other contestants to be like until this show. She did so well that she now hosts the after show, Talking Indie Mayhem. I'm really pulling for her. As you can tell, I wrote that earlier today.
Yeah.
That was not based on the first segment of the show.
They're not pulling for you anymore.
I don't know anymore. I'm really confused. Michael K. Falciani, fantasy writer, high school teacher, divorcee. And then Bob McGough, mostly beard.
Yeah.
Em-
And guns.
embodiment of deep South hill people.
Mostly beard.
Mostly beard. You know.
Fair.
You're welcome. As for RJ and myself, we're still just a couple of guys trying to sell our humorous science fiction novel. You get what you steal, one laugh at a time. So now let's begin our second segment and stop this ticker thing. I learned to read by the time I was 4 years old. Even now, at my advanced age, I read very quickly with great retention. Are you dumb?
Madilynn?
Madilynn.
100%.
Madilynn.
Give her a quick.
Good.
Oh.
Good.
We were supposed to make it funny, guys.
No.
All right. We okay there, Madilynn?
Yes.
We don't want to call. All right. If you could be president for just one day, which laws would you break first?
Michael.
I think I would break the speeding laws. I got to get places fast. Boom.
Okay, that's kind of sad if that's the life
Yeah, that's
ambition.
that
Bob, you
Oh,
want to
sorry.
kill the Pope? You
I
mean,
think I'd smoke weed, deface a public building, and skinny dip at a wedding.
All right. Also a low bar for presidential crimes.
Yeah, I mean, you really can get away with anything. You guys were here when Trump was president, right? I mean,
Oh.
you can do whatever you want.
Madilynn, you gotta pull this one out.
Is there somebody you'd like to
Force
kill?
one for a joyride.
All right. Well, no points. No points.
Here's an easy one. Tech companies ignoring your privacy so they can serve up ads specifically tailored to each of us has been getting a bad reputation lately. As a fan of good advertising, please provide a catchy slogan for why we should support big tech creepily monitoring us in the name of better shopping. Bob.
We'll tell you what you want.
I like it.
I think you just get that Spice Girls song. It
Yeah,
would really make
yeah.
a good.
No, it's direct.
Anybody else? Okay, point for Bob.
All right. Woody Allen said 80% of success is just showing up. You've all showed up tonight. Are you guilty by association? Michael?
No.
All right.
You
the
said
answer-
keep it quick.
It was great. No,
That
it was
great.
mostly the
succinct.
face. It was
It was
the
succinct.
look. I thought.
Was it the face? All right.
If you couldn't be a writer, would you make more money? Madeline.
Hell yeah.
All right. Follow-up question. Does that suggest a course of action to you?
Yes, but I don't want it to be a course of action.
That's all. 2 points for Maddie.
Fair enough. All right. If you had to shave a monkey, should you be drunk or should the monkey be drunk?
Michael.
We should both be drunk.
Yeah, that's the only answer.
Finish this sentence. The awful, malicious, embarrassing reason I hate children is...
Michael?
They breathe my air.
Anybody else?
Madeline?
They poop too much.
Yeah. All right.
Okay,
I'll
like
give it
the
to
mother.
Madeline.
This is a situational ethics question. You and your buddy Jack are riding through the desert on a camel, dying of thirst. You come across a water hole, but there's only enough for one of you. And on top of that, the camel is so tall, if you try to climb down by yourself, you will break your legs. Now, ethics time. Jack helps you off the camel. Should you help Jack off the camel? Madeline?
Fuck Jack. The water's mine.
All right. I think Bob next.
Oh, many a time I've jocked off a camel. So, yeah, we'll go with that.
All right. Fair enough. And Michael?
If you can't jack off the camel, help jack off the camel, then what are you doing there?
All right.
What did you
I don't
decide
know.
for point?
I think I'll put points
All right.
points all around, which is the same as points for none,
Solar.
but seems kinder.
This one's for Michael. Adultery gets a lot of bad press. What slogan might help turn things around for adultery?
How about adultery? It's for everyone.
See, that's nice.
Yeah.
That would work, I think.
Yeah.
Anybody else have a better? It's no shame if you don't. I mean, we've watched the rest of the show. I mean, we get it. Okay.
How about adultery? It's what's for dinner.
A point for you
Can I get
and
a
for
point?
Michael.
I'm going to get a point over here for me.
Swinger and a miss.
Yay, RJ.
Yeah.
You guys seem like smart people.
It's true, you do.
So how do we end racism today, right now? Michael.
Everybody needs to be painted a shade of blue, and we're good, just like in Avatar.
It's not the worst idea. I'll give him a point.
All right.
All right. And now we have to move on to our next segment. So It's time to get a little serious now and hear from our third and final sponsor.
The most important sponsor.
Please listen carefully to what they have to say and then follow their instructions exactly.
Are you an idiot?
If not, how come you haven't already purchased the hilarious new science fiction novel, You Get What You Steal, available on Amazon?
If you are, I guess we have our answer. But if you act now, we have a special Idiots edition that includes no special features, but costs 5 times as much.
And if you shave your back before ordering and provide video proof, you'll receive a free invisible bookmark.
Either way, get your copy of You Get What You Steal today.
Remember, You Get What You Steal isn't just for non-idiots. Full-blown idiots enjoy it too. Sometimes even more.
That was amazing.
That was moving.
We are
That was
lucky to
moving.
have such great commercials and sponsors.
Yes.
Now for the last segment and our contestants' final attempts at glory. Today for certain, and for 2 of them, maybe forever.
Forever. And we're back. Which of the 7 deadly sins is your favorite and why? Michael?
Lust. Do I really need to explain this?
Yeah,
There.
yeah, that was part of the question.
Well, I like to get down, Ron.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'd prefer it when he didn't explain. But anybody, else,
You wrote the goddamn question.
anybody else have Madilynn? I want to hear what you have to say.
Greed. Give me all the monies.
All right, and Bob?
Oh, as a portly lad, gluttony.
Gluttony.
I thought you were all beard. Come on.
Yeah,
It hides the
mostly
chins.
beard. Mostly beard.
Mostly beard.
All right. Speaking of gluttony, fat shaming has an awful reputation right now. Any ideas for how we can get making fun of overweight people acceptable again? Bob,
Show them my performance on this episode.
that is a good one.
That would help.
That would be
That would
that
go a
would
long
motivate
way.
people. All right, that was it. It was not an all.
All right.
So he gets a point. What's the most ridiculous plan you can come up with to promote your books and get more readers?
Madilynn?
Man,
Dancing naked while holding my book.
I actually think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
You know, like, can't you do that on Twitch or something? You know,
Or
anyway.
TikTok.
Something.
TikTok, yeah. OnlyFans, whatever.
Who said you can be happy without money, but not ecstatic? Michael?
Pole dancers.
Good. I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one. It was actually Ron who said it, but I stole it for my other book. So
That was my next guess.
Has anyone ever told you that you're their favorite anything? If so, what was it?
Michael?
I have been told on several occasions I am people's favorite writer.
Oh. All right.
I mean, we know,
Yep. And,
no, it's give him a point because it was, they're supposed to be funny answers.
Yeah.
So
and Madilynn, what? Yeah,
Guys, you told me I was your favorite host.
that's true. That's true.
you're right. It was my fault for asking. Okay.
All
Your
right.
turn.
If you give a man a fish, he will what? Madilynn?
Swallow it whole.
It's hard to argue with.
Please don't swallow the fish whole.
What is the best thing about being an assassin? Michael?
The hotel rooms you get to stay in.
Oh,
I was,
it's an
I mean,
astonishingly mundane
I'll
answer.
take it, but I was looking for, you get to set your own hours.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's sort of the same. Sort of the same. The order of the garter is what? Michael?
On, then off.
That's a good answer.
I like it. It's actually the oldest and most senior order of chivalry in Britain because they're weird.
Oh, I did not realize that was a thing.
Which
I was
would you
thinking-
give? Which would you give up? Murder or manslaughter?
Madilynn?
Manslaughter.
Me too. Yeah, that's like an accident. I want you to
You want to kill people on purpose.
yeah. No, I'm with you, Madeline. Why are people so dumb? Michael.
I mean, you got to blame television and their parents, right?
Yeah, it's a twofer. Well, only 1 point though. Madilynn, have you got something better?
It's the milk.
No point for Maddie.
All right.
She might as well have insulted spam.
Question for you.
I didn't realize you were so connected to spam, man.
And milk.
And milk.
Every morning he sits down to a nice big bowl of milk and spam.
Damn. That sounds terrible.
Question for each.
You're ignorant.
Ooh. Which law do you secretly think doesn't apply to you?
Bob.
Cole's Law. Because I don't like cabbage.
That hurts, but I got to give him one for that.
Yeah, technically you got it because it was kind of funny.
Yeah.
Painful funny.
Painful funny.
Make the most accurate donkey noises that you can. Michael.
Yee-haw!
All right. I'll
Good.
give him a point.
Good. All right.
Donkey noises.
Name one logical fallacy and give an example. Michael?
Size matters. I'm not going to, but I think we all know that.
Have you given an example?
Oh, I've given examples, my friend.
All right. Yeah. Definitely point for that.
All right.
All right. I have 3 more questions.
Okay, yeah, I'm out. So
We'll
it's
just
gonna
go through.
come down.
True or
to-
false? Lying can be the kindest thing to do, especially if your ugly child asks if they are attractive.
Madilynn?
True. Me and Michael were both like,
You're like, true or false? Who cares?
I know.
Okay. Do you miss the old days before porn was free on the internet and many of the movies were parodies of popular movies such as An Officer and a Genital Man or Breast Side Story?
Michael?
Do I miss them?
Yeah, do you
Yes.
miss
I would say I would miss those things if they were gone forever.
point? Wait for that.
All right.
Because sometimes honesty does pay. True or false? There is no worse sin than being unattractive.
Madilynn?
False.
Wrong. No point.
There's no point. True or false if he gets it wrong. Oh my god. That is brilliant.
All right. What's a better ending to the saying, whether you think you can or you think you can't?
Madilynn?
You're going to fucking do it anyway.
Madilynn, that was the tiebreaker. Madilynn wins the show. That's crazy. All right. All right. So there you have it. Madilynn Dale is our first semifinals champ. Quite an accomplishment. You'll receive a prize package that we haven't even thought about yet and probably won't be very impressive.
More spectacular than the first prize package that you got.
Yeah.
I'll
you
take one
also
of your
get-
cars, Ron. That's okay.
You also get to come back for episode 15, the finals. As for our 2 defeated not winners, you now receive the shame of getting the consolation punishment.
We can't give them our book again.
No, they won. They didn't get the book.
Right.
So they do get it this time.
Oh, that's right. That's
now
right.
they
didn't-
join in the show. You should read the notes I write out. You get a copy of You Get What You Steal, available on Amazon, that you must read and review. Let that inspire you to never lose again.
Fair.
I'll do my best.
It's a
Of
good
course,
book.
all 3 of you are invited back for a very special Talking Indie Mayhem, which RJ and I will be hosting since Maddie was a contestant on this episode.
That wouldn't seem fair. if,
Right.
Yeah.
So thanks to all of you for playing. Thanks to our sponsors. And remember,
it's always time to go indie now.
you know what? It's also always time to play the outro at the end of the show.
Bum,